Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel here.
Across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. Come along if you can. Come along if you dare.
Have a good one. Cheers, guys.
Side of your mind, but please realize you'll probably be surprised.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of this past week's episode of DC's Legends of Tomorrow on the CW, which was Season 3, Episode 14, Amazing Grace. So yeah, I know this video is really late. I mean, the episode aired almost a week ago. And I felt bad for that because Legends of Tomorrow has been one of my main focuses this year. Finally catching up on it. I've been, thrilled to be able to talk about it whenever I want now each week. Also very excited to go to a convention where Katie Lotz and a couple of the others are going to be next month, which I will post about when it happens, of course. I love Sarah, and Legends of Tomorrow is definitely my favorite Arrowverse show. Although Arrow Season 6 has actually been pretty good too, but Legends is still holding it. I really apologize for the lateness of this review, but I wanted to make sure I got it at some point. It was going to bug me if I went back and seen, but I missed reviewing this episode, I missed doing a video on this episode. So I wanted to talk about it at least at some point. I know not many of you are probably going to watch it, being this late, if any of you were going to at all. But nonetheless, I still wanted to talk about it just to satisfy my own mind. I don't know. But yeah, Amazing Grace, pretty good episode. I was debating whether I liked this one more than last week's, the whole No Country for Old Dads. Definitely two different kinds of episodes, really. One was all from Ray's perspective, and it gave us more of a look from actually the dark side of things, which I thought was actually pretty good. This episode we had more of the team again. We had a young Elvis Presley, which was alright. From what I was saying, he didn't really look much like Elvis Presley, though. I don't know. And again, I didn't know Elvis Presley when he was that young, so who knows. But the actor definitely did his best with his voice, I think. But yeah, they basically find out the totem is actually connected to the beginning of the era of rock and roll, and Elvis started out. And it turns out the guitar he has ends up being some kind of curse, so I have to go back and try to change it, and it turns out to be the death totem. And there we have our episode. And like I said, it was an entertaining one at that. Another, actually, surprisingly good part of the episode was what happened with Mick and his mouse. Why am I suddenly forgetting that's his name? I feel awful now. Let me just see if I can find out real quick. Alright, this isn't really telling me much. Alright, sorry. Axel, okay, yeah, okay. I feel bad now. Yeah, the mouse's name is Axel, and ends up getting into some kind of serum or something like that after the cage is knocked over, and ends up unfortunately dying. And they made that actually kind of sad. I felt bad for Mick there. After he was so thrilled to be able to have Elvis's favorite sandwich, fried banana and, peanut butter or whatever it was. It was pretty good as well, but I felt for him, and they even had like a little in memoriam thing for Axel at the end. We see him as far back as when Ray was miniature and he couldn't change back, and he was chasing him through the ventilation system or whatever. So that part was surprisingly good as well. Also, they seem to be making a running gag out of Wally getting things done too fast. He's integrating himself into the group fairly well. I don't know if he's really a replacement for Jax or especially Stein. He's not gonna be, but I think he makes sense for the team. And that they have like a running gag now of him getting things done too fast, just going back and forth and just grabbing things quickly instead of making a whole mission out of it, which I think makes sense. It'll be interesting to see how the writers keep using that character without making it seem like, oh, why didn't they just have Volley do this in the first place? So hopefully they don't run into too many walls like that. But as they tell him later on that some of these missions are going to require a more delicate touch, right, which I think makes sense as well. They have to go in with a scalpel, not like a buzzsaw or something like that, basically. And I think that made a lot of sense as well. No Sarah and Ava in this episode, unfortunately. But we do have an episode coming up called I, Ava. And a lot of people have been theorizing about what Rip knows about Ava that Sarah doesn't. I, Ava would be like I, Robot. So is Ava like some kind of robot? I don't know. But I would prefer that over her being like another dark sibling or something like that. I prefer that over her just being like being Malice himself. So I don't know, we'll have to see. I just hope they don't kill off Ava and dispose of her this season. I think she could still be a good reoccurring character. And it doesn't matter if she's a robot or not. If Sarah likes her, she likes her. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, then you have like a relative of Elvis's in the episode thinking this is all the work of the devil and everything like that, so they're kind of a threat throughout the episode too. And you have Nate and Maya trying to connect over music, or Nate trying to get her to get into Elvis's music, but she keeps on getting on these bad examples of him, like when he's forced to play a more kind of reserved version of one of his songs at the church. Ends up luring in these ghosts, which they end up having used Death Totem to put down and everything. So yeah, this is another good episode. I wouldn't say one of the best of the seasons, or I wouldn't say one of the best of the season. Probably not the most memorable necessarily, but still a good episode that keeps going along, for the show. I think the ratings are up just a little bit again this week. I think it's still overall doing better in the ratings than Arrow is at the moment. Let me check on that real quick. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's pretty close. They're kind of going back and forth, but overall, Legends has had slightly better ratings this season. And they're back up to 1.26 now, which is, fine for a CW show. So yeah, I don't think we're worrying. I think it's going to get a season 4 for sure. But yeah, let me know, guys, about this week's episode. If I had to rate, I'm giving it like an 8, between like an 8.7, 8.9 out of 10. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.